Facebook, please permit me to use this music to entertain my fans. I have no copyright over it. Thank you.
Nigeria government also zaga ebuvenya gamama iwoza mazinga mundika wonye babo yaliniye wonye baba oyalini mwiye yalakunu baba kununa nukwiwe ibenji hube ndahona anya yebunu nekwetero agwanti nti anuranu yebulisi nti esolisi na wasanna mundikalo nabyan waso diyabo freedom fighter waso bana ikwela kwikwerekwe nekenzi Ntioke koloke Arveleze mamwekonye jitejabo Wosonye ni isi yaba Iyo onye babo yalimwiya Unu cheteli kunu si kunu di kwanaya Ubola kenu ubola Ubola kenu ubola Polisi balusia Ekomo mwerine Enu wabeluche Self-defense Aneku Fulani na mali Nuno Shumeka Gedin kunu na Kunu na Swabia Hiera Na Nuno
Anyi yeluzu kuno Ibo na luwe
Ongalo kunu ketele na muja Yeji aka
Ibo faludika
Wenyi waburo vice
Ibo na luwe nuno Anyi waze pamade
Aburo president
Ibane kulonesa Ibo na luwe nuno
Tolu Lagos
Ibo na
State
kuluduno
Anachunu Koro Unu Lwegan
Ibo na luwe nuno
Kaiwe weli
Anyi waze pamade
Eberebe buwe
Ibo na luwe
Nigeria government
Unu deze paredi
Oso zaga ma Ebuvenya
Anyi
gamama
waze pamade
Iwosa mazinga mundika
Ibo meluludika Ibo na luwe
Wonye babo
Unu
yaliniye
deze paredi
Wonye baba
luwe nuno
oyalini mwiye yalakunu baba Unu nanukwiwe Ibenji hube Ndahona anya Yebunu nekwetero Agwanti nti anuranu Yebulisi nti esolisi na Wasanna mundikalo nabyan Waso diyabo freedom fighter Waso bana Ikwela kwikwerekwe nekenzi Ntioke koloke Arveleze mamwekonye jitejabo Wosonye ni isi yaba Iyo onye babo yalimwiya Unu cheteli kunu si kunu di kwanaya Ubola kenu ubola Ubola kenu ubola Polisi balusia Ekomo mwerine Enu wabeluche Self-defense Aneku Fulani na mali Nuno Shumeka Gedin kunu na Kunu na Swabia Hiera Na Nuno
Anyi yeluzu kuno Ibo na luwe
Ongalo kunu ketele na muja Yeji aka
Ibo faludika
Wenyi waburo
Ibo
vice
na luwe nuno Anyi
Wenyi
waze pamade
aburo president
Ibane kulonesa
Nekwanna Kanu Mosisi Chukwu nyelu ụmụ Igbo Ọtọpụta ụmụ Igbo na-abụ zọpụta ụmụ Igbo n'ọnụ agụ ịmakwa na ọtụtụ ndị Igbo ndị iberibe ndị Igbo na-abịala usoro ndị Awụsa wee kwube Jide Kanu ka egbuo Jide Nnamdi Kanu ka egbuo wee jụbaba ajụjụ kedu ibe unu na-egbulu onye nzọpụta obu nwa ji ndụ ya chụọ aja na anyị bụ Igbo ga-analili ụmụ Igbo ka anyị kwado nụ Kanu ka anyị nwere onwe anyị ka anyị chọọ onye bụ ewu kịta ji Igbo ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị Okpodukwu kwubelu nwụọ onwere onye kwela pụta ya ka Nnamdi Kanu tinyere isi ụmụ Igbo wepụta n'ikem n'ikem ndị anụnwa na-aya na gbulusie ajezie si n'azụ unu Gana mozuko na gbulusia si Jide Kanu ka egbuo ibe na-agwa unu bụ unu lisi ego a abụghị unu ga-ata ga-aka ego a maka na Chukwu ga-enyela anyị aka ibe anyị na-achọ ga-elu anyị aka ya bụ ibe na-agwa ụmụ Igbo onye nwere ntị ọnụnụ Igbo ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị nkịta chiri ụmụ Igbo ka anyị zọkwa n'onwe anyị nkịta chiri onye jizi na nwanne eje politiks ekele anya na Naịjirịa okporo ụzọ niile gala n'Igbo nwere ọka na-aga aga ụmụ Igbo isi Lagos ka ịnata n'Igbo ezi adịrị ya isi Taraba ka ịbanye Enugu ezi adịrị ya ma ga-ekenye nnu n'ugwu Awụsa ebe niile bụ sọ mma ebe ụmụ Igbo ka eji alụ ugwu Awụsa onye nwere otinye anụlọ n'ụgbọ ụmụ Igbo na-anụgo Igbo ka anyị zọba n'oge anyị nkịta chiri ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị anyị zọba n'onwe anyị ụmụ Igbo ka anyị zọọ n'onwe anyị onye jizi na nwanne ya je politiks ka anyị zọọ n'onwe anyị onye jizi na nwanne ya jelu mgbele ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị na-anụgo anyị zọba n'oge anyị ụmụ Igbo ka anyị zọba n'oge anyị onye jizi na nwanne ya je politiks ka anyị zọba n'oge anyị onye jizi na nwanne ya jelu mgbele ka anyị zọọ n'oge anyị ibe na-agwa ụmụ Igbo taa onye ọbụla ewucha ntị unu n'ụlọ Ivoduma na-ekwuo onye ọkụ anyị ụlọ n'aka ka ngwakwu na eziokwu na ọ bụ nya foto nya bụ ọkụ rapụkwanụ ndị mago rapụkwanụ ndị weta ka elie nke m bụ nke m ụmụ Igbo ma nke anyị bụ nke anyị ibe anyị ga-achọba nụ bụ Biafra ọba Biafra bụ nke m mana Naịjirịa bụ nke anyị ụmụ Igbo na nke m kasị mkpa rapụnụ nke anyị maka nke anyị na-ebute nsogbu Igbo ka anyị chọọ n'oge anyị anụ m ekele Nnamdi Kanu odogwu chite ike osisi Chukwu nyelu ndị Igbo asị m gị gaba n'iru na onwere ibe ebe a ga-eme ọchọ nke a ga-enwe ilu ma chacha ọchọ nke a ga-enwe ilu oge nna m gwara ogbugbuo ọ sị na ọchọ nke a ga-enwe ilu ịma na nwata chọta nke ya afọsị ya achọpụtanụ mana nke nwa ka nwa na-achọ Chukwu okike bụ ị na-asụ Chukwu okike sokeje onwedite ndị ya ebe na ewutere gị n'operation Bible dancing
Yeah. I'll just a color.
And I said, no, I am not for sale. Till today, till tomorrow, till forever and ever. We are not going to stop until Biafra is restored. And the last time I said that I would not be or seek any political office in Biafra land, some people saw it as an opportunity to carry out a coup.
And we know
That's how foolish some of us are.
Exposing the murderous tendencies of the Fulani Janjaweed. But here we must do so. But first of all, let us pray. And I will pray in the language of heaven, the oldest language on the face of this very earth. Eze onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, eze ndị nsọ, onye anyị na-aja mma wee na-eto wee na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya nwee ike niile, onye sitere n'okwu ọnụ ya sọsọ wee kee ihe niile bụ ihe kere eke n'ụbọchị nke taa, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ usuu niile nke ndị agha, Chineke nna nke ụmụ ogbenye, Chineke nna nke ndị Biafra, Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye anyị na-aja mma, onye ndị mmụọ ozi na-efe, onye mmụọ na-erubere isi, onye mmadụ dabere n'ahụ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya ka ndị okenye na-atụ mkpọ ọlaedo na mmasị n'ọdị nsọ. Ndị Igbo otu ga-ebighị ebi n'ihi na eboghị mmadụ eboghị mmụọ, ịbụ Chineke nna. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka anyị na-akpọ, ka anyị enweghị iche ọzọ ewezụga gị. Anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọ bụ aha gị ka anyị ji aba mba were n'anya isi. Ihe niile nke anyị bụ n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ site na amara gị, onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna. O nweghị onye ọzọ ewezụga gị Chineke. Anyị wee na-ekele gị na-asị gị biko bịa ọsọ ọsọ na ndị na-abatawa ụmụ gị n'ime, ndị ekworo karịrị akarị n'ime anyị. Nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, were amara gị na ebere gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị gị. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka iwe mee ngwa ngwa n'ihe na Fulani abatawo anyị ime. Ma ọsọ ọsọ gị onwe gị bụ eze ebube dị ngọzi ka iwe zọpụta ndị gị. Ndị niile kuniri si na ha bụ ndị iro Biafra, ndị niile ka ha rabụ ndị kuniri wee na-agba anyị mgba, ka ha rabụ ndị pụtara anụ nna nke ebere dị ngọzi si na Biafra agaghị adị, ndị dị etu agaghị adị. Onye nwe m, ihe ga-abụ nke ha. Ọgba aghara ga-anọ n'etiti ụtụtụ ehihie abalị, mkpụrụ obi ha agaghị enwe ezumike. Ị ga-achụghachi ha azụ n'ihere nke onwe ha. Ha niile bụ ndị kuniri wee na-akpagbu Biafra. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna, ị ga-ala ha niile n'iyi n'ihi n'okwu ibu ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ma leta anyị onwe anyị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, anyị onwe anyị bụ ụmụ gị ndị na-anya isi n'aha nsọ gị, bụ ndị na-emere ọgọ. Onye nwe m, bụ ndị na-achị iru gị mgbe niile, bụ ndị sitere n'aha ha na-abụ ụmụ ha wee na-enye aha nsọ gị otuto. Anyị onwe anyị bụ ndị nwe ezi ịhụnanya ebe nzọpụta gị nakwa emere mgbe anyị na-asị na nke dị so na anyị ga-ebuli aha nsọ gị elu. Chineke nke igwe, anyị ga-aja gị mma. Onye kere eluigwe n'ụwa, anyị ga-akpọ isi ala nye gị. Anyị bụ ụmụ ogbenye. Onye nwe m, o nweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị bụ n'iru gị, n'ihi na ọ bụ anọkpa ahụ ka anyị bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, kama na okwu nsọ gị na-anọgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Ihere pụrụ ime mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi, kama ị gaghị ekwe ka ihere wee mee okwu nsọ nke gị, n'ihi na ọ bụ okwu ka iji wee kee eluigwe maka elu ụwa. Okwu nke i kwuru, nkwa nke i kwuru anyị, okwu ọgba ndụ nke i kwuru n'isi anyị, eze ebube dị ngọzi ga-abịarịrị na mmezu, na Biafra ga-abịarịrị na nke ebere. Ị ga-emere anyị amara gị, n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye enyemaka, naanị gị bụ onye nzọpụta. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka a na-etu Elohim Adonai El Shaddai, onye dị nsọ ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Nara ekele, otuto, nsọpụrụ, ịja mma site n'ebighị ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise.
IPOB wants family. IPOB wants family. One family. IPOB. My fellow Biafrans, my wonderful comrades, good morning and good afternoon and good evening, depending on your time zone. This is Mazi Ezumezu, aka Nwa Ekwensu. Ọ bụla nwa boy na-ekwu na ọ ga na-ekwu. Wolo unu malụ mmọnwụ. I welcome you to this wonderful edition. And as I welcome you, please may you welcome others. It's very important. Where you come in, you share, and you like. And you go to our page, Mazi Ezumezu, aka Nwa Ekwensu. It's very important you follow me there. It's very, very important because the page is very, very alive. You follow me and you share. YouTube and other platforms. You follow me also there and like and share. Because we are fighting the enemy within and the enemy external, including the Facebook. We are fighting. But it doesn't matter. We will not relent. We will move. Because when the going get tough, the tough keep on going. The spirit of Mazin and Kanu is in us. They cannot stop this gospel. This gospel of truth must be preached. This gospel of freedom must be preached. Like today's topic, I said Nigeria is a scam. Today we are going to be Lord today. Because that's how I want to go another echi. Today's program, I actually am able. Maka gịnị? Anyị kpụ Google n'iru. Maka gịnị? Anyị kpụ nkata n'isi. Anyị achọrọ ime onye bụ. Because anybody, any spirit on our way to our freedom shall be destroyed. Oh God. Any woman being, any spirit that is on our way to our freedom shall be destroyed. I actually am able to Abia. Because the freedom is what we preach. Because the freedom is what we want. Mazen Nankan said that he must, instead of him not getting Biafra, instead, something will happen on the way to Biafra. But I see no, that he will get the Biafra for us and he will be alive. Because our leader Mazen Nankan will be alive. Wherefore they have in order. That is it. Because no jelugo on natalu. Ndembo na ndegede. Ikuku ana. An alobinago. Ezumezu ani Igbo niile. Ezumezu ukwelu na nna ụwa. Ya gane eche Maazị Nnamdi ka n'aka ndị na-aka ekpe. Ekwensu ani Igbo niile ga-echebe ya. Mmụọ na-apụ apụ. So today is for those people that call themselves Nigeria. Today is for those that still believe in this contraction called Nigeria. Today is for these agents that are holding us down. I are what we be. I are what we do. And I know why not alpha. I are what we because we ready. I are what that we do. Makagene. Only you only enough. Mazna can say 100 men. He said those that call hardcore before they were born. Those hardcores when they were in their mother's womb. Where are you? Rise up. The time is now. The time is now. Rise up. The time is now. The time is also now to call for the list of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. The time is also now to shout from that mountain the list of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu must be free. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu must be free. Every old start Eastern region must rise up for freedom. If you know what is good for you. If you know what is good for you and your children and your unborn generation, you must speak for your freedom, because Nigeria is not for you. Nigeria, they have rejected you. And when they rejected you, what do we do? What will you do? You come back home and appreciate yourself. So, my wonderful people of Biafra, please, as I welcome you, please may you welcome others. Those that will watch it later, please also like and share. It's very important. We have all seen the outcome of the Tribune. I have women, and P2B says he's going to Supreme Court. How can I call Akunanenu bed? How can I call Akunanenu bed? We said it before that P2B is a delay tactics. P2B is the distraction. That P2B knows what he's doing. And also P2B knows that he cannot win or rule Nigeria. Oman. He was invited in 10th district in London then. Out of these three candidates, is there anyone that's better than P2B? The answer is no. Is there anyone that have great plan than P2B? The answer is no. But the truth is that they don't want an Igbo man to become the president. That is all the facts. That is just the facts. And P2B knows it. And P2B knows it. P2B has brought a lot of distraction to our people. But not relenting, we will march on. We will march on. He cannot stop us. Mazi Nankan said, the enemy within and the enemy external cannot stop this freedom, because the train is on the way. It cannot stop us. But it's good for some of them to realize, to come back home and know that Nigeria is not for them. And I see some couple of videos on media. For those that are calling for the list of Mazi Nankan, I see a couple of videos from them. And we appreciate them. I'm going to play their videos. We appreciate them. I'm going to play their videos. But before then, I made a video some months ago. I call out Bishop Kuka. I called him out. Bishop Kuka. And someone say, why? Why must he calling the men of God? No. These are the men that are holding us down. These are the men that are holding the people down, the youth down. I call out Ike Clark. I told him it's time for him to confess. It's time for him to call the youth, our brethren in Coastal Region, and tell them the truth. A couple of weeks ago, we saw what Ike Clark wrote. He confessed, but I tell him it's not enough. He said that the reason why Monitala Mohammed set a coup against Gowon was just because an Igbo man was nominated to become general manager of NNPC. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Because an Igbo man was nominated, an Igbo man from Coastal Region was nominated to become the manager of NNPC. That is why that coup was staged. That is why that coup was staged. And it was after that moment they started changing their names. They started changing their names. Ike Clark have his own native name. They started changing. Edwin Clark. We have David West. We have Ade Marshall. These These are what lead to this changing of names. In Igbo, the church changing Umokolo to another one. Obi Botan. No, we can say it's not. Say it's never an Igbo man. This is what lead to changing of names. That queue. And you cannot tell me that Ike Clark was included of power there. You know what is up. He was very close to go on because he is the one that also betrayed his people, including Kinsella Wiwa. Let's leave it to that. Let's go to Bishop Kuka. Every Christian in Nigeria should reject that man, Bishop Kuka. He's staring you guys down. Every Christianity in Nigeria reject that man, Bishop Kuka. He's staring you guys down. They are using him. Remember the last time when he came out, when they are doing so-called vice president was there. A lot of people, no, it's a kind of workshop. A lot of dignities was there from all over the world was there. The Bishop Kuka came out to defend the Muslim, telling the whole world that the Muslim is not the problem. Telling them that the Muslim is not the problem, that it was the same Muslims that are protecting him. You can see, it's an agent. But 2 days ago, we all saw what happened in Kaduna. And I asked, can't you guys send these videos to Bishop Kuka? We saw what happened in Kaduna, how they burned Catholic Church, the house. Let me bring the video up. I hope I still have it here. I hope I still have it. I hope I still have it. Okay? Yeah. Let's take a look at.
It is brother Naaman that we don't know his whereabouts. Whether he's there in the flame or they have taken him or he has escaped somewhere. We don't know his whereabouts. This is the situation. As far as Kamanton, the parish house is set ablaze by the bandits that attacked us around some mini streets. We were able to escape.
This couple of days in Kaduna, Bishop Kuka is aware. He's an agent. They are using him. Just the same way they use Obasanjo in obedience way. Obasanjo is an agent. They use him to make sure that he knows what P2B is doing, left and right. How come out of a sudden Obasanjo become the tight friend of P2B and Igbo man? It was the same Obasanjo that destroyed Igbo land. And the first time he came to Onitsha, he said, what? He said he destroyed those areas. How come these buildings? So Bishop Kuka is an agent. It's an agent. A lot of them is an agent. All those our elders, they are agents. They have, in fact, the fact is that they have a kind of court. You see, there is a video that leaked out. Those that French colonized, all of them, we all see all of them, the elders, how French government, make them to take oaths. The same thing is happening to those that England colonized. Those men that we call elders, believe me, they are caged. They are caged. Believe me, they are caged. They cannot do anything. If you don't rise up, if you keep on hoping on those men, We are gone. Let me give you an instance. How about, with all due respect to him, how about our brethren in Yoruba that started a Yoruba nation? Sunday, Chief, what's his name? Igbo. How about Igbo? Are you still hearing about Igbo today? No, I ask you, are you still hearing about Igbo today? The answer is no. The answer is no. You know why? They use that Professor Banji, look as if it was with him, but he calmed me down here to cage him. Igbo is nowhere to be found. They use the same elder to cage Igbo down. As a freedom fighter, we know what is facing them. We not what will make you elite freedom fighter. They actually praise that person will be either in prison or in exile or under the ground. But Igbo is enjoying now. They use that Professor Banji or something to calm him down. Today, Yoruba nation is dead. The other time I saw Koiki was talking about airport in England, and I wrote to him. I said, brother, so we are not preaching about Yoruba nation anymore. I wrote to him. Now he said, so you are not preaching about Yoruba nation anymore. And he saw the message. The next day, he was talking about Yoruba nation again. He talked about 2 days, he shut down. Kenya Nawobu. Who are you deceiving? So what I'm saying, you see those men, those our elderly men, they cannot do anything. 80% of them cannot do anything because they are into occult. They made them to take oaths. I will prove it. I will show you guys today. The one that happened in Francophone country was leaked out. There are also the one from English, England, Commonwealth. One day that one will leak out. Now, first of all, let's go to that video. I hope I still have it. I want you guys to see something. Hold on. The video we are about to watch is Ali Bongo. You can see the men, the black, these are Francophone country. How French country government made them to take oath, to took oath that they shall always stand by French government. And these men said their peoples out. The same thing is happening in Commonwealth. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. The same thing is applicable. The same thing is happening in Commonwealth countries. They made this man to take. They made this man to take oaths to work against the people. That whatever that country shall not break up, they shall support whatever the white man wanted, or whatever the white man want to take, and the white man will be the foundation of the countries, supporting all those impunity. First, brothers, let's take a look at this video. This is Ali Bongo.
Fortifie-le de ta puissance, afin qu'il puisse, soutenu par la soumission et l'affection de ses frères, continuer à œuvrer pour le bien de l'ordre, ainsi que pour l'honneur et la gloire de ton Saint.
rappeler que l'univers met des arbres de constance pour remplir cette obligation solennelle que je prends grand maître de la Grande Loge du Gabon.
Moi, Ali Bongo Ondimba, en présence du grand architecte de l'univers et de cette grande loge de maçons, je promets solennellement que je m'acquitterai des devoirs de grand maître de la Grande Loge du Gabon. Dans cette haute fonction, je ferai tout ce qui est à mon pouvoir pour servir les intérêts de la franc-maçonnerie régulière en général et de cette grande loge en particulier.
Le code Michel rappellera à tous, le sang nous rappellera que nous sommes tous jugés en haut. Moi, Salomon, que par la soumission et l'affection de ses frères, continuer à œuvrer pour le bien de l'ordre, ainsi que pour l'honneur et la gloire de ton Saint-Nom, qui en soit ainsi.
Moi, de l'initiation vaisseau, en présence du grand architecte de l'univers et de cette grande loge de maçons, je m'acquitterai des devoirs de grand maître de la grande loge du Congo. Je ferai tout ce qui est en mon pouvoir pour servir les intérêts de la franc-maçonnerie régulière en général et de cette grande loge en particulier.
So, my wonderful people, you all saw the video. This is high level of occult. They may call it lords or call it whatever. But the first one was from Ali Bongo. The second one was from his father. I can see the couple of black people there. They have to travel all the way to France. And they will make you take the oath. You have to be obedient. You have to be loyal to French government. The same thing is happening in Commonwealth. You think that's why I told you this our elders, they are caged. It's you that will rise up. That's why I told you. Even for Bishop Cooker is also caged. That's why we tell you that Muslims are not the problem. And he saw what Muslim is doing in northern part of Nigeria. He saw the way they kill that innocent girl. They stoned her to death. At the end of the day, they set her ablaze. Did he say anything? The answer is no. Did any of them be in police net? The answer is no. Deborah. He saw the way they killed Deborah. But he will be the same man to tell you that these guys are innocent. That they are the one protecting him, the soldiers, Muslim. He always saw the killings going on in Southern Kaduna, the Middle Belt, the Plateau State. Plateau State. You know the killings going there on daily basis. How about Benue? How about Niger? As a matter of fact, Christianity in part north of Nigeria is going down gradually. It's going down gradually. People are afraid to worship whatever they believe. People are afraid to go to church. But the same man will tell you, no, Nigeria is working. The same Bishop Kuka will tell you Nigeria is working. Nigeria is working. Biafrans, Nigerians, there's nothing I will say here that is new because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have preached this. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have preached this. There's nothing here that I've said is new. I also play a couple of voice from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warning you guys what is about to happen. Warning you guys what is about to happen. So what I'm saying, you see these elders, the same way these Francophone countries were subjected to oath, in the same way the Commonwealth countries were subjected to oath in UK. In UK. So if you are expecting them to do magic, it's a lie. Before now, we have been hearing that if tribunal did not pass the right judgment, that the youth, the obedience will rise. The brother, Guinea, after the tribunal, what happened? They tell you, okay, Supreme Court. If not happen in Supreme Court, something will happen. Nothing will happen. This is the way they plan it to make sure they kill your spirit down. They bring you down. And before that Supreme Court, a lot of youth will be bought over. Just like your lawyer does Edechi. Can I have this video now? Can I have this video? This Mpama, annual fair, like father, like son. Annual fair. Video annual fair. So now. Okay, yeah. Okay.
This is how someone from Kano. It's our famous actor in Nigeria. By God willing, he shall. From Kano, me from Bauchi. Gaga from Kano now. From Kano. He also was from Kano.
Please let me say I want to start with him. Superstar.
Una follow the Mpama, like father, like son. Now look at be a superstar. But these are the man that say that Igbo must, if an Igbo man didn't be a president in 2023, not now you change, you go chameleon. Before that Supreme Court, a lot of Igbos, a lot of celebrities we bought over. Obi knows that. Peter Obi knows that. You think Peter Obi don't, even when they take it, when he visited 10 districts, he's sure it's not the oaths they make him to take? He's sure it's not subjected to the oaths? Just like what France did to all Francophone countries. They will gradually be cleaning your molar, little by little. When the election took place, people want to rise up. It could have been a revolution that could have changed Nigeria. Guess what? People say no. We will go to court. They ask us to go to court. We will go to court. People want to rise up. The youth want to rise up, but the youth is elders. They know what they're doing to calm the youth down. No. I am Obi. A court favor me. Let's take a look what happened in Anambra State. Yes, I am a boy that favored from court. This thing this will be between so bad the law. He was able to bring the mullah of the youth down, of Nigeria youth down. Gradually, they say if tribunal do anyhow, they see anyhow. Before some weeks to the judgment, we have I now have all eyes on judiciary. All eyes on judiciary. That really done judiciary. Including Ezekome. At the end of the day, we all saw how Ezekome go and embrace the vice president. But that will be still for another day. Now, from tribunal, they tell you Supreme Court. Article. The case of Article and Buhari was in Supreme Court. Buhari ruled 8 years. The case of Article and Buhari was still in Supreme Court. Buhari teacher Nadia. The dead one, Nadia. No. Is anybody talking? Now. That is the best thing for you is to rise up for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The best thing you can do to yourself is to rise up for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have this video from this our brother. You guys should make it go viral. Make it go viral. It's very important. You guys should make this video of this our brother go viral.
Listen for his people.
Yes.
Listen, let him go. Nnamdi Kanu. Listen for his people. Listen, let him go. Let him go. Let him.
We should all make this our brother video go viral. This is what we need now. We have to wake the peoples up. We have to wake the youth up because these men, they are caged. They cannot do anything. They are caged. They can't do anything. They are subjected to oaths. They can't do anything. But before I proceed, let's play some voice of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's very important.
Me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere, and you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions. So that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back and say Nigeria is one. We must stay in it together. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You're being discriminated against. You're suffering. They're killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I'm a Democrat, I've subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Atiku Abubakar wrote to President Biden. In it, Atiku Abubakar said to come and help us fight terrorism, in order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is their game plan at the U.S. State Department for very many years until we stepped in. They keep trotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I said it because you don't understand African history. Most of these people are not educated. When I say, they say I'm insulting them. No, I'm not insulting you. Most of you are not educated. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we were born, where our umbilical cord, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, you let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, the same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou, go to Yaoundé in Cameroon. Everybody living in the capital cities of Africa, they go back to their villages. They go back to their tribes where they come from. Do they do that in the Western world? During Christmas, these people migrating from, oh, I come from Florida, I'm going to Florida. No, you don't. Because people come from where they are born. We come from where our ancestors were born. That is the difference between black people in Africa and those from Europe and other parts of the world. We come from, so if you ask somebody, where do you come from? He or she will mention their village. That is what makes us Africans. It's very, very unique. If you destroy that, you're finished as a people. In Africa, we are tribal. First and foremost, we belong to our tribe where we come from. That is why our people need to appreciate this. Very, very critical. That Africa is restructured to recognize where people come from. All these artificial creations by Europeans, Nigeria, this, that, all that rubbish. That is why you can never ever make any progress for the next 6 billion years. You can never ever make any progress in the zoo. Why is it, if we are not tribal, why would a whole presidency come out, Fulani presidency come out and say, we are defending Fulani headsmen? A presidency of the whole of Nigeria, so to speak. It is because by instinct, we are tribal beings in Africa. That is why Nigeria is unsustainable. That is why the man from Ishekiri has to vote to say, this is where I want to belong to. That is why referendum is the only way forward. That is why Africa is poor. Africans must recognize that this is who we are. You cannot live in Lagos if you're an Igbo man during Christmas. Start traveling to
Today's program is forbidden. For those that are still believing in one Nigeria, come over and listen. I said before, there's nothing I will say here that Mazen can have not said. I'm not a broadcaster. I don't even know how to speak good English. I'm not a broadcaster. But I just want to remind you guys. Can't want to follow on. Can't take on all that. On what you me equate today, only no Mazen can get clear. So for today's program, it's for you that still call yourself Nigeria. It's for you that are still fighting for obedience. It's for you that still believing in Nigeria. Nigeria is a scam. Wake up. Let's continue listening to Mazen and Kano.
But it's impossible. You must go to Igbo land. You must. That's where you come from. And if they ask you, oh, but you were born in Lagos, you will say, no, that's where my parents come from. They ask your parents will say, that's where my parents come from. They will keep going back until they get to perhaps the 100th generation. That is who we are. And nobody can change it. We are not born on the streets. Some people were born along Ijora or Kota Highway in Lagos. Maybe they are from Urobo. You ask them, where are you from? They say, I'm from Urobo. But I was born in, but this is where I come from. That is who we are. That is why all these useless, idiotic countries created in Africa cannot survive. It can never ever survive. And how do we stop it? Only a revolution can stop it. Only a revolution. If you like, keep postponing it. If you like, keep putting it off forever and ever. Only a revolution can solve.
That was the revolution I was talking about. When that shenanigans, that election was leaked against P2B, P2B stopped the revolution. P2B himself stopped the revolution. P2B itself stopped the revolution from taking place. And you tell me that P2B don't know what he's doing. He stopped it. The P2B knows that an Igbo man cannot be president. An Igbo man cannot be president. That is why, as I said before, the reason why Monitra Mohammed staked a coup against Gowon 1975, 5 years after Civil War, was just because an Igbo man was nominated as NNPC general manager. That's the reason why it was overthrown. The reason why Shagari was overthrown by Buhari in 1982, yes, if I'm not sure, or yeah, it should be 82, yeah, is because of Ekweme will be the next president. Buhari government was overthrown, and Ekweme was sent to prison, and Shagari was sent home. Shagari was sent home. How about Jos? Who are the people that formed PDP? It was Alex Ekweme, G34. Alex Ekweme supposed to be the president. Guess what happened? They used his own brothers, Ojus Okala and Jimo Obodo. P2B knows all this. P2B knows all those things. And that election league supposed to be the end, the starting of the revolution in Nigeria. But P2B stop wire. P2B stop it. Let's continue. So what I'm saying, you that are watching, you that are still believing in one Nigeria, wake up. Wake up and join Biafra struggle. Wake up and call for the release of Mazen Kanu. He is the only one speaking for us. He is the only one speaking for us. Wake up and call his release. Oh yeah?
This very problem, because under a revolution, the powers that be, those that be making your life a misery, will be overthrown. Nobody will say it's a coup anymore. It is called popular uprising. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody deceive you.
Yeah.
And that is why today some soldiers are listening and they are resigning from the army. How can you be a soldier in the Nigerian army and your village is being occupied by Fulani headsmen? Imagine those from Oyo or Ondo serving in the Nigerian army. These are my Yoruba brothers who are serving in the Nigerian army. You are from Yoruba, you are serving in the Nigerian army, doing one Nigeria. But your village is being occupied by a Fulani. The same people you are serving, or you claim you are serving, your village is under occupation by them. And to make matters worse, those you are serving under their flag, one Nigeria, and the Arabic inscription, or should I say the motto of Ottoman Danfodio, to tell you how foolish Nigerians are. You don't know that the Nigerian emblem, the army emblem of Nigeria, is the motto of Ottoman Danfodio that he used to conquer Hausa people. You don't know that it is there. That's what they're using. You're fighting under the banner of your conquerors. Maybe in Sambisa forest. And now they are sending their advanced strike force into your village. And you're doing one Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian soldier. I'm a Nigerian army. That is why I commend the 127 soldiers that have resigned so far from the army. If you don't do these things I'm asking you to do, you will, when the time comes, as I'm telling them now, remember 2015, remember 2014, remember 2013, I told you all these things. I told you what was going to happen, and now they have all happened before your eyes. Yeah. You've seen it. I'm warning you now. If you're serving in the Nigerian army, and you think you're loyal to Buratai, you think I'm serving my Nigeria is not a fatherland or motherland to anybody. Nigeria is not a motherland or fatherland to anybody. Nigeria is purely a British creation. A British creation. Because if Nigeria was to be a nation or country, there is no way those that call themselves the presidency Asoro can come out to support illegality in Ondo State. Because they know they are doing it for that. Why do you think they want to avenge and revenge for Sir Ahmadu Bello? Why? They knew that Ahmadu Bello and his people, so to speak, we are fighting for them. They understood that. At the time, the Hausa people thought that the Fulani was fighting for them, but today it's very clear. I asked you a simple question when I began. Are you hearing Hausa Fulani anymore? No, it's only Fulani because they have taken over the entire corner. That is one thing you need to understand. People must begin to appreciate this. If you are in the Nigerian army and you're serving Nigerian, look at Sultan of Sokoto talking rubbish. This spiritual leader.
Now, before I continue, let's play a video clip from one of our sisters. It's very important. This program is to wake you guys up. This program is to remind you that Nigeria is not for you. It's very important. It's very important. Let's listen to our sister. Why is this? I hope this video is here. Okay, before then, okay, I will get it back, but let's listen to this. Our brother from Edo State, this comedy. Let's listen to him, so I will get the other one ready.
Oh, wow. Rest in peace, Mr. Democracy, who slept on the Lord on the 6th of September 2023. Hello, everybody. Wakoyo, do my dear. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have been messaging say, "That you say no," because some people that are very close to me, they have been messaging me say, "That what's your expectation?" Blah, blah, blah. I would drop video yesterday to tell them my expectation that I expect nothing from the judiciary. Yes, after 12 hours of judgment reading on the presidential election tribunal case between Peter Obi Atiku against our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the judiciary once again proved again that yes, it is not the hope of a common man. And just imagine what we saw yesterday on national TV was a disgrace to our constitution. What we saw yesterday on national TV was a disgrace, was a shameful heart by the judiciary on the Nigeria people. The judiciary took time to call us fools. You know, before now I did a video and I told people that what Peter Obi is challenging is in court is the process at which leaders are being chosen in this country. And today, a new path has been inaugurated, a new path has been established, ways at which you become the president or become a leader in this country have been established, that once you have talk, once you have bullion van, if you are able to oppress the people, then again you can become the president or become elected to us. But yes, again and again, that the voice of the masses doesn't mean anything to our judiciary. I shall hope that in the nearest future they will not do a video and will not start, or they will not come and say, in 2020 so we made a mistake, it should have been so and so. I sure hope. I don't want to go into details on how they embarrass themselves on national TV. Same constitution that states that no, this INEC. In fact, now I talk about this INEC. That INEC shock me, this INEC. When the same INEC when come outside say, we are going to transmit the election results It's going to be the public eye can access it. We are going to upload the result on the beavers machine, the RF, and what have you. Now, so now the same coordinator say not really matter nya, and have the right to determine how they want to take transmit result and all that. You know, say this country, once they make law and you break the law, the powerful break the law, they will come create another law so that it will help you. You want to be the powerful to stay in power. The same constitution, when they don't they use they say FCT, you must score 25% for FCT. The same constitution now they see they thought say no, it was as amended in 2032. No, FCT people, they are no longer FCT people, they are not, their IT put again, they are not special people. And everything we are seeing, they say petitioner failed to do this, petitioner failed to do that. They say what actually happened, the petitioner failed to, if I no one go into details, I not going to take una through the pain when I go through yesterday, 12 hours of watching nonsense on national TV. I know there are some people, some gullible Nigerians that says, Pepe don't enter the obedient aisle. Mind you, let me remind you that we are in this together. The pain we are going through in this country, it touches everybody, especially the poorest of the poorest. The only people that are celebrating right now, now the people when be say corruption favor. I know for certain group of people I have interviewed, I say, why are you really happy? Because it is evident that Nigerians are suffering. That the federal government care less about what the people are going through. From subsidy removal, to increment of everything in the country. But yet we are still in the conversation of increasing minimum wage. We are still there. School fees, student. I saw a video today where a particular young girl was crying. Say 2 school fees of 25,000. They don't go knock and enter 200,000. The girl was crying. I see family going through a lot. I see people selling their property just to eat. And yes, some gullible Nigeria, they shout, Pepe don't enter the obedient us war. Do you think we are fighting for individual or a better Nigeria? That's what we are fighting for. But at the end of the day now, you will still come my dear and come back. If I 50 you do me 10K. If you say our family are going through a lot, but at the end of the day now, see the people want to put for power. Are they careless? As me and you they talk now, they don't increase meter now. They don't increase the amount. As soon as they wake up, now go to see another one. Well, let me just tell you, Nigerians, brace yourself, because now we want enter Pepe shake a bouncer pro mass. Miss am. Now we want see Yoruba Pepe, and you know as Yoruba Pepe the Pepe now we want see. I just pray that you are able to survive this next phase as a Nigerian citizen. Just pray that you have a job that can sustain your feet, because now chop while you're the chop this period. Not think about saving, So maybe you see take chop, pay school fees. Now September 9 with this, so school don't resume for who get children for primary and secondary school. Guess what? Yeah, they don't increase school fees. Nobody's talking. And yes, some people will still come to our DM, still come to our comment section. They say, obedient are cry. Like say, you get a separate filling station, one at the buy for, or you get where they share rice, they give one at the chop. When voting corrupt practices, when they celebrate corruption for this country. Nigerians, I wish I can tell you that there is hope for the future. I wish I can tell you that we try again after maybe 4 years or maybe 8 years. I wish. But at this moment, give up on the judiciary. I mean myself, I don't give up. Because this same judiciary and the senators, they are the one putting us in perpetual darkness, backwardness in this country. Oh, who we offend? See where we find ourselves. Shame on you on judiciary. This is not supposed to be what we are supposed to be talking about at this point in time in the modern life. And then say some people say, make Peter Obi go Supreme Court. I mean, you Peter Obi don't kukuma rest. Everybody just face am. And the Peter Obi where people who they support, they fight for now. Not to say the country really affect am like that. Safe. And after all, the guy can live well. Not the hungry. He get property for abroad. You know they're hungry. All of themselves. As a matter of fact, I beg, shame on the judiciary. Shame. If I were put out, I not go get Supreme Court or your rest because now the same rope tie everybody. But I thought to talk. I know say this one now they go still find me. They go find me for this matter. Now they are not find me now. Hungry they beat me. If you look inside my eye, I hope my eye they red. I never chop since morning. I dey save my garri. Now I chop am for night. Even if I not see groundnut or fish, who they use fish chop garri this period, make they arrest. I EFCC go after the. But I don't to talk. I call you. Don't my dear. I beg share this video and drop your thoughts. Drop your comments. What do you think about the judgment of yesterday? And what did you think about it? Now, what do you think the way forward for Nigerians? How do Nigeria move on from this hardship? How do they continue living in this hardship? What's the hope for common man? They used to say the judiciary is the hope of a common man. Do you still think that's still the same? Should they cancel that statement? Baba, drop your comment and opinion. Bye, my dear.
So, my wonderful people, what everything this our brother said here is 100% right, except one thing. You can hear when you say that I know they will still come find me. The last time he talked about Nnamdi Kanu, do you know what? They invited him. DSS invited him. He went to Abuja. He went to Abuja. So that's why I'm so mad with P2B, because that revolution could have took place on that day they rigged this election. But P2B stopped them. Listen what this our brother just said. And he was so careful. The word that came out from his mouth for him not to be arrested. But if P2B could have allowed people on that very day, it will be a revolution. It will be another different ball game today. But P2B was subjected to oaths. To oaths. You know what he's doing. You know what he's doing. And the guy said, don't bother to go to Supreme Court. And he said that it's the leash that I enjoy. Now, let me play you a video of a woman, those people buying a fish, 8.5 million naira. Of us can they go 8.5 million naira in Nigeria. In Nigeria, of us can they go 8.5 million naira. And you say this is the country that you want your children to live. This is the country that you dream of. This is the country that you think in the next 4 years it will progress. The answer is no. I want to shock you guys. Wait, let me bring the video up. Wait. We see them buying the fish, 8.5 million naira. Or poor man they go fish 8.5 million naira. Okay. Take a look.
I am Honorable Mariam Abubakar, the Minister of Enjoyment. Yes, that is my name.
Look at her fish. She just ordered for a black snapper of 8.5 million naira.
No.
Have you seen a lot of Lagos? Come up,
yeah, not again.
I am Honorable Mariam Abubakar, the Minister of Enjoyment. Yes, that is my name.
Look at her fish. She just ordered for a black snapper of 8.5 million naira. Only a bright green. Let's go. Have you seen a lot of Lagos? Let me arrange this car. To come and put a nice bright wheels. Which one, bro?
8.5 million naira. A tinapa, a fish. These are the people that P2B want them to start destroying this Nigeria. But P2B did not allow the revolution to kick off. But all of people that thing will kick it off. People like this will not be in Nigeria today. They will be in exile. Also, the Peter B know what he's doing. He wants these people to be in Nigeria. He wanted to start killing and looting Nigeria. A woman, Abubakar son, I don't care to know what his name is. They go for 8.5 million naira. 8.5 million naira. Why when they car flow nearly? There's a lot of people they don't have money to pay their school fees. But someone is buying the fish, 8.5 million naira. Go and check. If you go and check the background of that woman, his husband is a politician. He's also a politician. They are the one looting Nigeria, killing corruption. And you are here to defend Nigeria. Let's continue listening to Mazi Nanekano before I bring another video up. It's important.
Rubbish use of the zoo. Sultan of Sokoto, that he was in the army. That war is not good. But you Fulanis are the ones living war, everybody. You took over the whole of Plateau. You came down into Benue. Your people were at also one, massacring people. With them, you never talked about war. As soon as we rose up and said enough is enough, now this war language starts to come to your lips. Do you think we're foolish? Do you think that go and bring all the BBCs of this world, every propagandist for neo-colonialists, gang them, bring them together against Biafra agitation? You're wasting your time. Bring them against ESN, you're wasting your time. Arrest all you like. But I'm just warning them. If you're a policeman involved in the arrest of innocent people, all I need to do is to go down on my knees and pray and ask God, please, may unknown gunmen locate you and they will find you. Because God answers my prayers. So all those police stations involved in all this raid know that your turn is coming. It's only a matter of time it will come. Since you want anarchy, you will get anarchy. Since that is what you want. You people, you don't like people that are played gently by the rules. No, not in the zoo. That is how you have been taking over our land, raping our women, abducting us and killing us. You came out at Ampua, you killed us for no reason. Shia people came out at Abuja, you shot them for no decent reason. And all of you saw soldiers with live bullets killing people in broad daylight. No major news outlet carried in the world. They've bribed all of them. I'm saying it on camera. And I wish that the US Congress can call me to testify. The American ambassador, that woman took bribe from Nigeria. Nigeria bribes every ambassador that comes to Nigeria. They give you loads of money, so you will never report what is happening in Nigeria. You don't know that. I'm saying it live on camera. I wish they can call me in America, come and testify. I will do so. The British High Commissioner is as corrupt as the devil. That woman. She was the one that was responsible for the murder of Lady. When she went to see Tinubu, I warned everybody, look at this woman, the army will open fire. Not up to 6 hours to open fire. That woman. That's another line. All of you are just listening, but anyway, most of you are going. And it's gonna more. We see things that the mere mortals cannot see. That is why Elohim is with us. That is why everything I say comes to pass. It must happen, it must come to pass. I told them that when we were giving thanks and praises to Elohim, I told them that this horn that this trumpet that we are blowing, anybody who gets in Nazareth will go deaf. How many days? And there was fire in Nazareth for the very first time. The zoo will be destroyed. Not that we may just get Biafra, so that when this story is written, our children will know that God did it, not man. Man put their faith in their chariots. Britain, you have a member of the UN Security Council. You are very strong. You are powerful. All these criminal US ambassadors coming to Nigeria. Yeah, you have money. You are.
Tag those obedient or those one Nigerians. Tag them, let them come. It's time for them to come back home. It's time for we to unite. It's time for we to look for our struggle. It's time for we to fight for our struggle. It's time for we to call the release of Mazinani Kanu. The time is now. Because Nigeria is not for you. Let's continue listening to Mazinani Kanu before I play.
US will always support Fulani. You people are openly supporting terrorists because of money, because they bribe you, because Halliburton has oil concessions, because there is a shell and everything. Everybody's milking Biafra because of that. It is better we support terrorists. They'll kill the innocent. And your diplomats. Your diplomats presiding over the slaughter of the innocent. You cannot speak the truth. We are in the middle of a war. The Fulanis have levied war on every indigenous population, ethnic group in Nigeria. All you can say is invite the Sarakin or Sarakin Fulani Lagos, not the Oba of Lagos. Sarakin Fulani Lagos means the supreme Fulani ruler in Lagos, because the US ambassador has taken money from Nigeria. Very soon her tour of duty will come to an end and she will go. She will become a multi-millionaire. That is why they all want to come to Nigeria, because Fulani will pay very well to suppress the news, to stop the truth from going out. And all of you will suffer if you don't repent. You will suffer. Mark my words, somewhere you will suffer if you don't repent from your evil ways. You take money from murderers and from killers to suppress the truth. Biden doesn't know what is happening in Nigeria because they rely on the ambassador to feed them accurate information. And that is not happening because they've been bribed. And that is why people are dying in Nigeria. Nigeria is the only place in turmoil not making it onto the front pages of newspapers all over the world. Nobody talks about it because they are all compromised. They've been bribed. We don't need your one Nigeria to survive. They tried. Can you imagine the nonsense? They brought in their food blockade. They said we will not send food to the south. They are perishable goods. So the items got spoiled in the north. The government now turned around to pay them almost 500 billion. They are the ones that said they will not sell their goods to the south. Those goods are now rotten.
Ask your pastors on the imams in the mosque.
Before we go to the next one, let's listen to our sister. What he said about Mazinani Kanu is very important. Like I said before, this program is for those that are still living in Nigeria. This program is for obedience. For those people, this program is for them. Tag them, invite them, share it to them. Thank you.
Nigeria. Ebore mu na mere fancha nda na eti one Nigeria. Na disgrace onwe ha no na disgrace ni Igbo. Mana ha mara no ha na ka na disgrace. Ai mara ni ihe. Ka ai mara ni ihe onye me ọ na-eme na onwe ihe gbasatara ya. Onye me ọ na-eme na ọ gbasata ya. Ugbu a ka anyị ga-eji wee mara ihe. Mara na anyị esoro na nda. Na anyị esoro na nda. Na ha like anyị, onwe mgbe ha ji wee like anyị. Mgburu one ka oshi ga-adụ anyị n'anya ya wee mara ihe. Anya wee mara na anyị esoro n'obodo a. Apogo result yesterday now. Apogo result yesterday. Mpa unu aha rigokwa n'oche again. Because they no ebe obuna ị nọ iburu onye Igbo. Ị na-eme ihe obuna ị na-eme, investment obuna ị na-eme, ị mara ka ị si eme ya. Because na ndị a like unu, onwe onye a like because na mmụọ na obi adịrọ mma. Obi adịrọ mma. Ebe obuna ị nọ n'ihe ga na-ekwu okwu na abụ ka release Nnamdi Kanu, ka release Dama. Akun na water. Adaman be only hope I nwere now as an Igbo people. Bikono.
When I forward the message, I hope you guys understood the message I was to pass out. Then now ask yourself, check now in Igbo land. Is there anyone talking boldly as an Igbo man? Is there anyone talking about what concerns Igbo now? No. Those that have the mind to speak up, they use EFCC, they use DSS to threaten them. Those who cannot bear it, they're out of Nigeria. They fly out of Nigeria. That's why I said, P2B, Gawada Supreme Court, no problem. But if you did not get this mandate, peace, because you knew what we are doing. Let's continue listening to Thomas Nankano.
They are claiming they're holding a holy book. And they must go and ask them, why can't you speak out against what is happening? You're a man of God. Men of God and women of God, so to speak, should speak the truth always. That's why you're a man of God. Why is it that you're there in your palatial mansion in Abuja or in Lagos with money and tithes people gave you, hoping you will take them to heaven through the path of truth, and you saw impunity happening, and you kept all the big Yoruba pastors of Winners Chapel, of Redeem, and all of the rest of them, synagogue, mountain on the fire, fire in the valley, fire in upstairs, fire in downstairs. You claim you're worshiping God through Christ. Christ epitomized truthfulness. All of you. Christ was epitomized truthfulness. You are climbing the pulpit. You are seeing evil. What concerns you is tithe and offering. And you think you go to heaven. None of them will go to, nobody, none of them. Pentecostal, I said none of them. Both those putting on bleaching cream. Oh, what can I get? None of them will make heaven. They're evil. Christ was honest. Told the Pharisees and the Sadducees what he saw to be bad. Went to the house of God, the temple of Solomon, and drove away profiteers, exchanging money. What matters to you is tithe and offering. There is abomination happening, and all of you kept quiet. Abomination upon abomination. And you claim you're a man of God. If I meet, all of you should pray, I don't meet any of you anywhere. Be it airport or anywhere I meet any of you criminal Pentecostal, God will punish you. People are evil. You are evil. I feel sorry for the fools you're deceiving. People are evil. You are in a country of 200 million. They are being held hostage. There is no head of state. People are being slaughtered every day. Every day people are dying because there is vacuum in Asarok. Nobody is there. That is the reason why. There is no leadership. Have you been into a house before? In a family where there is no father figure. Where nobody is in charge. No father, no mother. And see what the children are doing. It's a simple experiment. Experiment that all of you can do tonight, not tomorrow morning. Now, this night you can do it. I want you to take your wives away from the house, leave the kids. Lord, don't say, oh, my children, I'm coming. Oh. By the time you come back, your house will be upside down. Because dad is not there, mom is not there. Nobody to tell them, stop doing what you're doing. The same thing is happening. Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. Ipob is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiala is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed Ipob, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege, and the Fulani will take it. It don't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain, you do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And your
yeah, Biafrans. You can see what I already said. Every day you lead, you lament. What you do? Nothing. That reminds me to our sister. They call Ijele. That our sister live at Enugu. I will play a couple of his videos here because I also have his video where he was condemning Mazinani Kano, blaming everything to Mazinani, condemning Mazinani Kano. Today, that the same person, Oziome Ejiofor, is lamenting and complaining, and she's doing nothing. But he's the one that come on her platform, on the radio FM, to condemn Mazinani Kano. Let's listen to her one by one. Let's listen to our lamenting.
Nigeria is like a scam which breeds criminal politicians, compromised judicial system, cannot guarantee better governance. This integration, I think, of Nigeria is the only way forward because Nigeria has collapsed itself.
That Obi Yabowago, because you know that what is going on in Nigeria is evil. That what is going on in Nigeria cannot happen in any place, in any part of the world. It's you were on your FM station to condemn a man that's trying to save his people. Now, Obi Yabowago, you are lamenting now. Take a Yabowago. Let me bring another of his video. Take a Yabowago.
It's quite unfortunate that all our judges are sellouts, but they remember that the former CJN was disgraced. Karma, they said, does not forget address. You forget? I didn't see this before I said what I said. Yes, I didn't see this. If you Walter from Instagram, I am sorry for Nigeria. You see, when people are disappointed in a system, it's not a joke. When people are disappointed with a system, Les Maxwell, when people get disappointed with a system, there's bigger trouble, about trouble. Can you go to Facebook, guy? They don't go to school at all, but claiming to be, hey, Funaya. Oh.
You forget, just of what Mazinani is saying, you will only sit down and lament and doing nothing. This is the same woman that condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today is lamenting. Today is saying Nigeria is a scam. You know, I don't really attack a woman like this, but I'm so emotional. I'm so mad that only on a corridor of power with microphone, you were at least but he was there. He want to know that if you work with these positions, they pay him money. If you talk with this one, they pay him money. Today, he's lamenting. Let's play another video. Another video. Check it out.
Students in England were protesting because of the increment in their school fees.
From 70 to 100 dan. School fees is 110. 100 dan. And it's not easy.
Which school?
IMC here. In the federal school.
You can hear some voice on the studio because people that are working with her, some are students, they are complaining how everything is so high. The school fees, the feeding, the housing, the house, everything is so high. You know, let's listen to them.
The first is 120, 140 department. So 70,000 for first year, the final year.
We are not paying like school.
We are paying like times 3 of like accommodation, feeding more. Like, because if they go to a school, you cannot do anything. So what is the fasting that school?
This is the same woman on this office with this microphone to started condemning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man that are fighting for our freedom. The only man I know, Ofumbolanya, Aija Fuzo, Ofumbaja name of float, or Igbo. Today in Igbo land, who speak? Nobody is speaking. Today in Igbo land, don't any single Igbo man in the about what concerns Igbo. Nobody, because all of them were bribed. All of them. And some of them were subjected to oath. Just the same way Francophone countries, France did to them. But this woman on office here now condemn a freedom fighter. Let's continue listening to her.
They will compose just for 10 marks until they go. 10 marks, and you don't use the textbook. You don't use it. It's just for them to give you back. Because they don't pay them. Even the lecturers side, they are complaining. Even one of our lecturers, they are not happy. She said they don't pay them. That's why she's collecting that money. Yes. She said she's not even hired that. So you see this thing, you must buy it. They don't pay you. So you must buy everywhere. If you not, you feel like this. Yes. 5,000 300 and something students. Yes. Everybody. Even graduates. You will buy it. Now how much is it?
Hey! I don't know. Hi. wahala be like Nigerian government. Hey, whoa, Frank.
This final year that we're going to pay 40 or 45, they said 70 something.
Hey!
70. Maybe 80.
Number
40,000 final year.
Hey.
40,000.
From 40 to 70.
From 40 to 85. Then I went protest to I go fly 15,000.
Because so unu chọrọ ka obi m kụọ njin eziokwu obi akụwago m njin eziokwu and o mere ha ama otu ahụ ndaa ọya ndaba ya anachietego sọsọ na ngalaba solid 100.9 FM ka unu si anụ ọnụ anyị ọ na namba na-ejelu
that will be Yakunji. Because Ndi actually woma. Ndi actually woma. Therefore, last, I will play the video where she was condemning Mazina Nikano. Let me play one of her video. That will be Yakunji. And you can see the way she were lamenting. Tomorrow now, onweka ikuku tilibu juwe fesiya nalo. Achori anwego. I want to know to move with the best. I want to know to move with the best president of Nigeria. Not to move with the best. But the only man anywhere, Mazen Nandekan, the only person anywhere tested and trusted. You guys cannot rally hand and call for his release. The Igbo elite. The sitting government. I asked them before. Now all of you have called for the release of Mazen Nandekan. What is the next? What is the next? That next will be a protest all over, peaceful protests all over. And unless anybody will lead it, the church leaders, the traditional leaders, they will lead the protest. All of them, that will be the next.
And the where, not stating it clearly. Stating that we have 36 states, 700 and something local governments, those so and so polling units and the rest of them. So that means everything that they were coming to the court to do from inception is jamboree. It's actually jamboree. This is Izibute Animal Kingdom. Seriously. Serious Animal Kingdom. Kai. For more than 4 months, that cases of this was adjourned. And they just came and read a citation. An epistle. And that's it. Whoever that won is fine. It's not about who won.
So Biafrans, because this is animal kingdom. So now come on Nigeria animal kingdom. Now go this is animal kingdom. But she was in her office to condemn Mazina Nekano. This is what Mazina Nekano is saying. You only gossip, you only complain, lament, and that ends it. Now let's get a video. First one where he was condemning Mazina Nekano, because it's very important. So people will understand the angle we are coming from. What is very important. Although I have played the video a couple of times, it is very important that I play it again so people will understand. ndị a na-azọ ndụ asị n'ọnwụ kawa mma. Ndị a na-azọ ndụ asị n'ọnwụ kawa mma. Ndị a na-azọ ndụ asị n'ọnwụ kawa mma. Known as Ijele Nwanyị Ejioma Ejiofor is a journalist in Biafra land. I want to address. I don't have much time. Ada Jamba na-ede wee kwuo okwu a ikwu maka ikikwe n'ọnya with the problem. Hey, no. Let me see.
Onye vutere atụmụ na amụ ha na-emeketa. And because na anyị na-achọ ite okwu ude, onye amaghị ebe mmiri nọ were mara ya. Ebe ọ ya je wee kwụsị ịkụ ya. Onye vutere anyị trọbụl anụ ma Nnamdi Kanu. Onye vutere atụmụ na amụ ha na-emeketa Nnamdi Kanu. Because if he had maintained the status quo, Oji will be the struggle.
Without the ESN.
Without the invention of Ndo Kariria. Because omuye no be kerede.
In power.
He would shigi no be kerede. Because na ha wo cultists. Because na ha wo hard men. Because na ha wo gun guys.
Tata, how can I get you?
You will take no way she will not be kerede. How do you go and empower somebody you cannot control?
Power up again.
How?
Power up again.
I ask you again. How do you empower somebody that you cannot control?
Nobody listens to him again.
In a new the truth is, enwere mbocha anyị na-ekwu ya na redio ebe a na-agwa unu n'otu ọka militanti shibido. Militansi enweghị otu ọzọ shibido. Ife yi mara ha nwee various faction. When he started deviating, even before eje gba ihe agbara na bie, eji so flag were eme ihe a na-eme. But by the time he saw people like Modo as a threat, or an Ezendi Igbo, and says, Ihu Modo, Toyo Kute, kill him. That was when I knew there was trouble looming. That was when I knew na Biafra Afokwa na Joromi, IPOB Afokwa na Joromi.
The fame, they can't control it.
Now, Biafrans, let's ask her, where is that organizer today? Where is that Modo today? Where is that Modo today? Where is that Ike Kwemani today? Only receive his own punishment in the UK. But where is that Modo? Those men on our path, where are they today? A whole Igbo race. Ndibo Agowulu. Dizikawanya. Name Dizikawanya. The only man I went Nnamdi Kanu that are speaking up, that are standing for what he believes, that are standing for the freedom of Biafra. You know, look here, not condemn me. You know, on your radio, not condemn me. Therefore, I don't want to play this video anymore because I have a lot to do. So I hope you guys have seen the video where he condemns Nnamdi Kanu. So in my program, when I say something, I say the way it is. Please, as you're coming in, please share and like. It's important. So we get to them. They cannot stop us. I say, in my program, I call it, it's not the popular demand, but my message is getting to them. So share my program, the hard cause. Those that know that Nigeria is not for them, those obedient, come back home. We need you guys home. We need you guys. And you come 1 million or more. Let's listen to our leader, Mazen Nandekan. It's important.
Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? If not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They said they support Akeredolu. This is the governor of Ondo State. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you who have had your breakfast this morning, please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is minerally the same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace serious mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce carnation milk in Kanu? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa, we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. It is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army Mihetiala to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you put it, can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do the same thing? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from place to... All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody will say, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless, completely hopeless. One day I want idiot to come and say, we are intellectuals. And you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You are intellectuals. You are intellectualizing. You are in the 21st century, you are moving cattle, driving cattle, Nama, from over 300 miles. Claiming Yoruba forest is a place for you to be in. You want to relax, Yoruba forest is every Nigerian is free to live anywhere. And do their business anywhere, yes. But when an Igbo man tries to sell beer in Kano, you destroy it. You destroy their businesses, you destroy their hotels, but you can come down to the south and live anywhere you like and grace anywhere you like. And you're telling me that is a country, that is one Nigeria for you? Chineke meruna bela. The Fulanis were
eziokwu Chineke. Una know this gospel. Eziokwu Chineke. On what Chineke ka ọ bụ. He was born for this. He was born for this. He was born to free his people. He was born to free his people. When he was saying something, no fear. No fear. It doesn't matter. He tell you how it is. The spirit of Mazin Kano is in so many of us. This Biafra, we will get it with him. This generation will get this Biafra. And he said that before we come, that they were none like us. And when we leave and gone, there will be no one like us. It's time for you people to rise up. Ask Nigeria government to obey its law. Free Mazin campaign should start now. Free Mazin campaign should start. If you know the good thing, the only man who will save you is Mazin Kano. Free Mazin campaign should start immediately. Let me bring a video. How much France is buying uranium in Niger Republic. I want you guys to listen.
This thought. The revolutionary government in Niger has just increased the price of uranium that it exports on the world market to 200 euros per kilogram. It was previously paying, or rather charging, 80 cents. The French were getting Niger's uranium for 80 cents per kilogram.
Okay.
And the world market price is 200 euros per kilogram, which is what little Macron will have to pay from now on. You see, it pays to stand up for your rights. That's what the people in Niger have done. It remains to be seen if the people in Nigeria will now do the same.
Unanole the white man. Do you guys understand the white man? What he said? He said the revolutionary government in Niger, like the coup, the people that did the coup, have just increased the uranium to 200 euros. That before France was getting it by 80 cents. 80 cents. 80 cents, not even up to $1. That France, who know how much British is taking our oil. Who knows how much? Maybe oil abono, it can be the same 80 cents or not even up to £1. The people who take over the government in Niger now had just increased their resources to $200 according to the world market. The France was taking it by 80 cents. France, they take it by 80 cents. Okay, now again, let me play it again. Let me repeat it again. It's very important.
The revolutionary government in Niger has just increased the price of uranium that it exports on the world market to 200 euros per kilogram.
Okay.
It was previously paying, or rather charging, 80 cents. The French were getting Niger's uranium for 80 cents.
The France, Michael was taking their resources for 80 cents. But the government that came in now have just increased it to 200 euros, not even dollars I was mentioning. To 200 euros, according to the world market. The France was taking it 80 cents. 80 cents. Not even $1. That tells you how these people are cleaning Africa. That is why every African leader must be subjected to oath taking. That's why I told you this: our elders cannot do anything. It is you. Rise up and do something. Let's continue listening to our leader, Mazin Nanikano. This is very important.
Call them the Funam movement. Our attention has been drawn to a decree credited to one Rotimi Akeredolu, asking Fulani people who have occupied some forests in Ondo State to quit. We are also aware of another incident in Oyo State where an illiterate political talk gave quit notice to Fulani people to leave their territories, which are now their irreversible homes. Are you listening? Fulani are now saying that Yoruba forest is now their irreversible homes. They have now occupied Yoruba land in perpetuity.
To help you out, my leader, in Oyo State, the emir there, because Oyo State is a Yoruba land, the emir there have banned them to not to practice anything about traditional, anything about tradition in Oyo State have been banned. In Oyo State, the Yoruba land. Because they were under caliphate. They were banned not to practice anything about tradition. So that will tell you, in the next 50 years, they will all forgot anything about their tradition. Wake up. Wake up, this Nigeria. Wake up. Let's continue.
And I want to let my Yoruba friends understand this. You see, in life, anytime you support evil, evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that Ipob and this Biafra movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we won't have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? Those saying we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. As soldiers of Kadu did that Lord Banta. They've taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope of them are prove to us that you are our stooge. Give us land in Olo. Hope of them will give them land in Olo. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers. You will see it there. Fulani.
My leader, no. Only of free cent in Mina, even not Mina, in Niger. Nigerian soldiers land up over 1,000 plus. Over 1,000 bandits, terrorists. Guess what? They were not killed. Nigerian government land them up, and they were marched out. The next day, what you hear after training, they will now be into Nigeria soldiers. But down east, you will see our own people calling our brothers to kill their own brothers. Down east, you will see a freedom fighter calling his own freedom fighter to kill another freedom fighter. Not because your view and them are not the same. And we know that our leader Maznan Kano did not cause such. They are on their own, although today is not for them. Preach on, my leader.
Governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer in misery. But they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish. Was talking yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never, ever, ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you are from Europe. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time immemorial, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them to go, if you don't give it to us, so Tinubu will not be president in 2023. Tinubu won't be the president. That's what I'm saying to you. And foolishly you will agree and hand over your land to them. And once they take your land over from you, look at Hausa. Because there is a saying where we come from. If you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand appreciate, I would say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is their land though? Katsina is Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own it, indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who is an emir in the north? The answer is no. Something is going to happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this rule. Demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we're asking for. But most people misunderstood what we are saying. And today, almost everything we have said about the zoo has come to pass.
Yeah, Biafrans, I want you guys to watch what I just said before. I will do a program on it. These are them. I think this was in Niger. You can see them. Thousands of them. They were rounded up in forest, and they were not killed. Look at them. Look at them. You can see Nigerian soldiers. Look at them. Look at them. I would do a program on this, but our own people will be giving information to Nigerian soldiers to go and kill our people. I'm not here to support criminality or something, but onye na-akpọ na ọ criminal today, tomorrow you know to be that criminal. Only that's not criminal trouble. When you get close to him, what is fighting may not be the criminal in our way, but if we come on air to call them criminal, if we give federal government their location to go and kill them, and we call yourself a freedom fighter, I will do a program on this, but not today. Today it's not for that. Let me also bring another one where their politicians are addressing them. Where the politicians are addressing them. Go on fear. Also done. Yeah, it is video now. Yeah, it is video. I saw something, you know. Oh. If I can't see it, maybe it will be for another day, because down to our place, the same Igbos will be coming on air telling the Nigerian government to go and kill its own people just because one or two misunderstanding, or it's not the same ideology. Ndị iberibe ndị amala ife ndị Chineke ya akpọ ọkụ. Okay, yeah, I got this. Yeah, no car.
Akan waɗannan hanyoyin da ya kamata bi, but saboda abubuwan da suke gudana yanzu, ya ce ya kamata, kuma ya tattauna da Sheikh cewa wannan hanya tana da tasiri. Saboda haka ya ba ta goyon baya 100% domin a zo a zauna da mutanen nan, a zauna a yi sulhu da su, a cikin menene ma bukatunsu, me yasa suke abubuwan da suke yi, daukan makami a cikin daji. Kuma cikin kwana 3 da suka wuce wannan abin ya kai wani level da yake dole ne a zauna a yi sulhu. Kamar yadda aka ba da bayani ran Lahadi, mota ne bus na gwamnati ta taso daga Rijau da mata da yara sun fito buki, aka tsare su
a hope you guys are seeing that. What?
Abin da zai so sa muku rai shi na ga bidiyo da aka nuna. Yaro yana shan nono. Waɗansu yan shekara biyu.
Well, let me stop here. Today is not for this. I will do a program for this soonest. Very soon, I will do a program for this. But if we see our Igbo brothers calling on federal government to go and kill his own brother, just because it's not the ideology is not the same, just because they have misunderstanding or not the same objective, you will start calling Nigerian government to go and kill your brother. You will start calling Nigerian government to go and kill your brother. You will start calling Nigerian government to go and kill your brother. I can't do that. I can never do that. In as much as misunderstanding I have with them, I can never come on air to announce or to start preaching for Nigerian government to go and kill my own brother, because they are Igbos too. Because we have different agenda doesn't mean I will call up Nigerian to go and kill them. Kenyan na Bundi Igbo. Egbu dike na ogono. Boso ezi. Akwachawa dike. Those people not there brutally everything. They are important. In as much your ideology with them is not the same, they are also important. They're also important. Australia today, go and study how they have the states. A country called Australia today. It was the prisoners from UK, from England, that they divided today. Today, Australia, all of me and you now try to visa Gadia. That Australia today, I'm going to exist. Now, you guys have to change. Let's continue listening to our leader, Mazin Nandekam.
Everything we have told you, everything I told you has come to pass, hasn't it? Everything. And some people are still questioning and arguing. They said, Fulani will resist by all means necessary, including armed resistance, any attempt to forcefully eject them from the forest. Yoruba, you must ask yourself this question. When we were pursuing them from Eboyi, why didn't they say something about ESN on Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Have you asked yourself that question? Because they know we are prepared to die to defend our land. They understand that very well. That is the only language the Fulani understand. You cannot say to Fulani, oh, let us have a Fulani president, and after that all will be well. Never, ever, ever. They will continue to expand. They will continue to identify idiots in your midst, traitors, saboteurs in your midst. They will promise them heaven and earth. They will give them anything they ask for in order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate you. Look at Yoruba land, Ilorin. Yoruba, how did you lose Ilorin You lost a Ilorin because somebody thought or felt that by aligning himself with what he felt was a superior Fulani force, he can defeat his own people. Afonja, what happened? As a result of that miscalculation, the great Yoruba race lost Ilorin to Fulani Caliphate. That is why in Ilorin you have an emir of Ilorin, not an Oba of Ilorin, answerable to Sokoto. That is where I
My leader, that is the same Ilorin was what I just said some minutes ago. The emir have told them there will be nothing like tradition, Yoruba tradition anymore in Ilorin today. There will be nothing like Yoruba tradition anymore in Ilorin today. And that will tell you in the next 50 years, 100 years, what do you think will happen to them? Let's continue, my leader. Preach, preach.
Muhammad comes from. You can see them. Sokoto slaves in Yoruba land. When I say this, it's not religion. It has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with the mentality of a conquered people. Now they have left the Ilorin, having taken a Ilorin and taken it to Sokoto. They now want to come into Oyo. They want to come into Ondo. Once they take over all those places, it's over for the Yoruba race. Over for you. No, never again will anybody rise a man of honor or integrity in Yoruba land. Never ever. It will only be their stooge. Look at what's happening in the East. Only Fulani stooges can now emerge in the East. It took them very many years, nearly 50 years, to accomplish this very simple task of making sure that everybody, be it Ohanese, be it Pandef, be it governor, anybody you're bringing out must come to the north to swear allegiance to the caliphate. All of them, ban on. Is there any political godfather in the East? There is none. They all go to the north to go and swear allegiance to the Janjaweed. That is why our life is in a mess. That is why they can bring somebody like Obiozo and make him the Ohanese President General. In front of our eyes, in front of Korokoro. And what did they bribe? They gave money to BBC. They gave money to all Zoo newspapers. They started to trumpet Obiozo, Apex Group, Apex. You saw them holding their meeting under a canopy, a ton without shame. Maybe you saw it, disgraceful and shameful, talking rubbish. The man looks like a Janjaweed anyway, talking nonsense. These are people they have prepared for you to sell you down the drain. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant doing Babiala somewhere in Zaria. That is the future that awaits you. Now, our people must understand this very clearly, especially my Yoruba brothers and sisters. It is about time you stop supporting evil. That evil is in Asorok. That evil is a gang of reprobates calling themselves presidency. The more you keep on supporting evil in the zoo, the more your land will be taken from you. The more your daughters will be raped and abducted, the more your sons will be slaughtered in cold blood. And under one Nigeria, there is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because one idiot that they groomed will rise up and say to you, oh no, it's one Nigeria, there is crime everywhere. Haven't you heard about Zamfara? Haven't you heard about Katsina? There is crime everywhere. That is not the case. The crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They groomed them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. El Rufai brought them in. Bauchi State Governor brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and show me. Somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money. You come to Izombe, you come to Ohaji, you come to Ebema, you come to Aguleri, you come to Ebonyi. You take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building railway to Niger Republic. And you want me to be happy with you? Clap for you. Oh, Nigeria is doing well. One Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax that we pay. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger, airport in Niger, refinery in Niger. You take oil, crude oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum, or as PPS as you call it. And you're telling me that that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere. And you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions. So that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back and say Nigeria is one. We must stay in it together. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You're being discriminated against. You're suffering. They're killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I'm a Democrat, I've subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Atiku Abubakar wrote to President Biden. In it, Atiku Abubakar said to come and help us fight terrorism, in order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is their game plan at the U.S. State Department for very many years, until we stepped in. They keep trotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I said it because you don't understand African history. Most of these people are not educated. When I say, they say I'm insulting them. No, I'm not insulting you. Most of you are not educated. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we were born, where our umbilical cord, how long, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village.
Life in the Senate, and also went through.
Let's listen to one of our great politicians in Igbo land, how he was crying in the House of Senate after serving Nigeria. Let's listen to him.
One of my difficult periods. Also in this Senate. Before I came to the Senate, before I came into politics, I can buy anything body can buy. I'm not a thief. Those that put me in prison, no reason they put me in prison. They took over all my businesses and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people. It's not the end to what we have done. It's not the end to United Nigeria. It's not the end to Brother Skipper. But these senators I called were with me. I never lacked when the PDP that I was governor for 2 terms was being formed. I brought every money they used in forming that party. Every penny in 1997 and 98. And I later became a thief. And people I gave transport money from my house in VI became agents. This is what Nigeria represents. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me these 4 years of uninterrupted support. Because this country is not fair to so many of us. I built this country, I employed 13,800 workers. People employ nobody. And nobody asked them their source of wealth. I have 3 factories in Lagos, Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Ota, build manufacturing. I have 3 factories in Aba, manufacturing. And I'm a thief. And people that cannot explain where their source of wealth come from, they are not thieves. I leave everything in the hands of God. May God be the judge.
Thank you very much, Chief Whip.
Chineke ya kpọrọ ọkụ. That's all. Chineke ya kpọrọ ọkụ. When you sold your brother to the enemy, even the buyers will not trust you. We all hear what he said, that he formed PDP 1996-97. He's one that brought all the money. I told you guys that this guy's supported Alex Ekweme. In 1999, him and Jim Wobodo, they sold Ekweme out. You can hear me. You can hear him. He's lamenting, crying that the country is not fair. You can hear him say he have 5 companies, 5, 3 in Ota. He was the same man that gave Janjaweed land in Olopanta, our own land. Today, you are crying. You can ebido. It can ebido. Biafrans, our hashtag should be release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We should start campaigning for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our hashtag should be release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Obey your own court order. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released because he is the only one that speaks for us. Whether you are an Igbo, whether you be Soko, whether you be Yoruba, whether you be Hausa, he is the only voice that's speaking for the voiceless people. We don't have anybody anymore. We don't have anybody anymore. Let me play a bit of his preaching, and we call it a day.
The same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou, go to Yaoundé in Cameroon. Everybody living in the capital cities of Africa, they go back to their villages. They go back to their tribes where they come from. Do they do that in the Western world? During Christmas, these people migrating from, oh, I come from Florida, I'm going to Florida. No, you don't. Because people come from where they are born. We come from where our ancestors were born. That is the difference between black people in Africa and those from Europe and other parts of the world. We come from, so if you ask somebody, where do you come from? He or she will mention their village. That is what makes us Africans. Very, very unique. If you destroy that, you're finished as a people. In Africa, we are tribal. First and foremost, we belong to our tribe.
We have never lost any. We have never lost any party.
That is why our people need to appreciate this. Very, very critical that Africa is restructured to recognize where people come from. All these artificial creations by Europeans, Nigeria, this and that, all that rubbish. That is why you can never ever make any progress for the next 6 billion years. You can never ever make any progress in the zoo. Why is it, if we are not tribal, why would the whole presidency come out, Fulani presidency come out and say, we are defending Fulani headsmen? A presidency of the whole of Nigeria, so to speak. It is because by instinct, We are tribal beings in Africa. That is why Nigeria is unsustainable. That is why the man from Ishekiri has to vote to say, this is where I want to belong to. That is why referendum from. They will keep going back until they get to perhaps the 100th generation. That is who we are. And nobody can change it. We are not born on the streets. Some people were born along Ijora or Kota Highway in Lagos. Maybe they are from Urobo. You ask them, where are you from? They say, I'm from Urobo. But I was born in, but this is where I come from. That is who we are. That is why all these useless, idiotic countries created in Africa cannot survive. It can never ever survive. And how do we stop it? Only a revolution can stop it. Only a revolution. If you like, keep postponing it. If you like, keep putting it off forever and ever. Only a revolution can solve this very problem, because under a revolution, the powers that be, those that be making your life a misery, will be overthrown. Nobody will say it's a coup anymore.
Manolia, that is why I'm so bitter every time about this Obi, because people want to rise up. People want to rise up on that shenanigan they did. That election. You can see the whole world condemn that election. Even EU condemned the election. People want to rise up. Obi calm them down. And I told you that Obasanjo aligning with Obi, there is something going on. Obi calmed them down, saying that he's a boy from court, that court favored him. Now the tribunal have come and gone. What happened? Even 25% of Abuja they are talking about, they trash everything down. Obi say he's going to Supreme Court. He will be in Supreme Court for another 8 years. Remember his governorship. He got that mandate from court after 3 years plus. This is how they are killing the youth, how they are suppressing the energy of the youth. Biafrans, on this note, Ike Clark, Chief Edwin Clark, you still have time. Tell us more. Tell us more. Tell us more. And call the young ones and educate them. Tell them that their brothers Igbo are not their enemy. Fellow Nigerians, I will not say fellow Biafra, fellow Nigeria, but I'm not saying I'm a Biafran. Nigerians, it's time you all land around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, call for his release, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents that good thing you are looking for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents that good load you are looking for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents that energy, that electricity you are looking for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents that work you are looking for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents that security you are looking for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a solution, not a problem. Call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We should all start campaigning the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On this note, I will say onya fotata ka afu echi. Na do nwoke mma, na do nwanya mma. Ni ka ga na aga. Na mmiri ama nta azụ ama nwu. This quest of Biafra, this quest of our freedom, we must achieve it. We must achieve it. So please, like and share. Let it go viral. Ndewonu. Bye-bye.
Amuna gibiliben. Mikano bamaichangwa chineke nyelo mubiafra kodozo bodani. Amuna gibiliben. Mikano bamaichangwa chineke nyelo mubiafra kodozo bodani. Amuna gibiliben. Mikano bamaichangwa chineke nyelo mubiafra kodozo bodani. Amuna gibiliben. Uponu ya